Alright, welcome back everybody to a brand new Fish Bro video. I'm here to help you. I'm here to teach you, but most importantly, I'm here to get you rich and wow. So there's a ton of ways to make gold, but in this video I will explain how to make gold at the most efficient rates. First off, let's discuss professions and how they work without any regards to rating and your needs for rating, such as engineering, blacksmithing, or jewel crafting. So that means that we're not going to worry about how you need engineering for your 340 haste gloves on your burst damage or whatnot. Who cares about all that? We're not discussing that. You can have your main character outside of this discussion. Alchemy is the most effective profession to have on any of your alt characters, for the sheer fact that you can simply transmute trash gems with a single eternal into a quite expensive epic gem, and you can do this over and over every single day on a 20-hour cooldown. As for gathering professions, these include mining, herbalism, skinning, and fishing, which is a secondary gathering profession. It's not as effective, doesn't make that much money, but it's still a gathering profession, and you can still make quite a lot of money if nobody's actually fishing on the server. So that means if people don't have fish feast, they might spend 500 gold on a stack of fish feast. But if there's 1,000 people farming fish, it's not very effective. Now onwards to mining and herbalism. These are the most effective professions to have on the same character, because you can swap between searching for herbs and searching for minerals. You could do this by using a macro that automatically changes herbalism, find minerals to find herbs, to find minerals to find herbs, and yada yada yada. You can do this automatically by having the macro be a toggle macro. That means you click it once and it'll continue running a script that will continue changing the thing that you need it to do. And I can post this macro in the comments if anybody's interested. You can also set yourself to fly automatically by hitting your number lock key. Then you just hit backpedal and then you hit your number lock key again. This makes for very relaxing farming where you don't have to change between your two professions, and you can look for herbs, you can look for minerals, you can look for herbs again, and then minerals. So as you're flying automatically in a straight line. You see minerals and herbs popping up on your map. All you got to do is hover over it. Then you can fly to it if it's something you want, and whatnot. Now I need to discuss a few other things. You are not allowed, and this is only if you want to do things efficiently. If you want to make good money, you can farm however you want. You can do whatever you want. But if you want to farm effectively, you are not allowed to use any of the characters outside of these three characters: Death Knights, Paladins, and Druids. Why Death Knights? Because Death Knights have the ability to use on a pale horse. This talent gives you 20% extra mount speed. You can fly 20% faster on your mounts. That means 280% flying speed becomes 334, I believe. 310% flying speed becomes 372% flying speed. That means that you're flying extremely fast, and almost twice, or almost 1.5 times the speed of a regular person flying. So it's really fast, is all I can explain. Paladins, obviously, because they have the Crusader aura, that gives you the 20% boost without any problems. You don't have to worry about talents. Death Knights, you kind of have to make that secondary talent spec to include it. So maybe you're a PvP Death Knight or something. But if you want effective farming, you need that talent. It's absolutely fundamentally impossible to make really, really good gold without that talent, because it's pretty much ruining your ability to jump from node to node to node to node. And then Druids. Druids are not really the most effective farming class, but they are quite effective because they can farm Ice Crown. They can fly between mobs. They can harvest herbs while flying. They don't have to dismount and remount, dismount and remount. But they do have to dismount when it comes to flying to a titanium node or serenite node or any minerals or whatnot when you're using blacksmithing. So there's that, and then you can also use Paladin or Death Knight. I highly recommend Paladin, but if you don't want to play Paladin, you can do it on a Death Knight. You can hit level 55, get your Death Knight up, which is your secondary character that's just going to be for farming. You get your Death Knight real quick to like level 70, level 80. You gear him up a little bit, get him some like pathetic gear, and then you get herbalism and mining and just start flying around and farming with them. That's an effective way of building a farming character. So you just get the macro, activate it, fly automatically. You have both your professions maxed out, and then you're just looking for herbs and minerals over and over and over. It's cool. It works. It's fine. So after that, now we know what classes we should be playing to farm. We know what professions we should be using. Now we go to where we should be farming. We should be farming in either Ice Crown or Wintergrass. Do the rotation that I'm doing in Wintergrass right here in the video, as you can see in the gameplay footage that I'm showing you right here. You can see the rotation. I'm farming all around the edges because that's where all the minerals are. The herbs, not so much. You could do like a closer to the middle area type thing for the herbs, but it's also a really effective thing for herbalism as well. So on this path, if you have both professions, you will find herbs and minerals at the same time. You'll make a ton of money. If you have one profession or the other, you're not going to be making as much money as you'd think you could, because simply put, if you have herbalism and mining, you can simply farm only titanium, only lich blooms, only rich serenite nodes. I mean, you can also farm the serenite nodes to get rid of them, because I need to explain another thing. So, nodes. Let's explain this real quick. If you farm titanium, it's going to respawn. It might respawn as serenite, or it might respawn as titanium. If there's only serenite on the map and you keep flying around and there's only serenite on the map, that means that there's never going to be titanium until somebody else comes and flies and hits that serenite node. So if you're not farming the serenite on the map, then you'll never get the titanium that you're looking for. So only going for lich blooms and titanium is only effective, and I repeat, this is only effective if you have slow flying players that have 150% flying speed, who are very slow. They're not paladins, they got no speed ups, and they're just extremely slow, and they're trying to find whatever minerals, whatever herbs they can find. They start grabbing all the ice thorns, all the serenites and stuff, and they pick up all your dirt pretty much. You can do that. That's okay. Why? Because they're peasants. You're a god. You're flying at like 350% flying speed, and they're flying at 150% flying speed. You're almost 2.5 times their speed, so you could just fly past them and take all the good shit and leave them, and they'll be fine with that. Why? Because they're broke as shit. They don't have money for good flying. They don't deserve all the good shit. But the guys who have epic flying, if you see a lot of them flying around taking your stuff and taking the nodes, and they are also doing the thing where they only take the good shit, then if you take all the good shit, there's never going to be any good shit. So you need to balance it out and figure out a way where you can find out, do I want to take this cheap node and maybe risk the next node, or am I okay with just sitting there and skipping this one and moving to the next node? So that's how you farm effectively there. So pretty much at this point, I think I've covered all the tracks you need to make a Paladin or a Death Knight. You need to get on a Pale Horse if you're making a Death Knight, and you need to get 280% flying speed with Herbalism and Herbalism and mining, so you can use a macro, or you just change it yourself with a different macro that you make, and you just look between the two things, and you keep looking, because as you can see in this video, I'm going to just look at the videos, full screen it on my screen so I can take a look. We have a Lich Bloom right here. Okay, we're going to move to the next spot. Okay, what's next? Right here, there's probably another Lich Bloom. Yep, look at that. 2 Lich Bloom back to back. We got a Serenite node, 2 Serenite nodes. Okay, I don't want any of that crap. So right there, I got 4 Lich Bloom, 3 Crystallized Life. That's like 40 gold with an extra like 4 gold per Crystallized Life, which means it's like 52 gold. right there. Right here, I gotta stun him, and then I'm gonna hit the node, and I'm gonna farm the titanium in case some douchebag comes by and tries to take it. Now I got a titanium node. Boom, 2 titanium ore. How much is that worth? That's like almost 20 gold right there. The water is probably worth it a decent amount. So yeah, 20 gold right there, just from that node alone. I just dink. Okay, 20 gold, easy peasy. Wash my hands, fly away. This is with a 3K gear score character, so all the fighting is gonna take me a while. I'm also in tank spec, so that's uh that's why this takes forever when I'm fighting mobs and whatnot. But I can assure you that if you get into a fight with a mob or you need to kill a basic mob, that you can pretty much one-shot him with 6K gear score or whatever gear score you are. So look at this. I farm rich Serenite nodes. These are great. Look what you get. You get 7 Serenite ore. That's a bad node, okay? So once you hit the Serenite nodes and they give you 7 ore, that's just unlucky. You can usually get like 6 Eternal Shadow. Not Eternal Shadow, Crystallized Shadow. 6 Crystallized Shadow, 5 of Crystallized Earth, and a whole bunch of stuff along with the what's it called, the Serenite ore. Yeah. So after you do all that, you got all this shit in your inventory. You need to make sure you're constantly combining your crystallized things. So I recommend a macro, as you can see on the third action bar right here. I have the I don't know what I call it. I have a macro that uses all of them. So it's like you click on it and it's a slash use thing. See, look, 3 more Lich Bloom, 2 crystallized life. That's like 40 gold right there. So I have this macro right there. It uses all of them together. And so it uses crystallized shadow, earth, life, air, whatever, and then it just you one hit button, it uses all of them, or at least it attempts to try. And if it's not in your inventory, it won't use it. It'll just give you an error, but you'll still be able to use it, and you'll still get money from it. So, or not money, you'll combine all of them that you do have, right? So it doesn't matter if you don't have it, but if you do have it, it will combine it. So there you go. It stacks it all up in the same spots in your inventory. So you don't even need to clean out inventory. You just keep flying farm, flying farm, flying farm, flying farm. And so that's what I do. I use macro. I use macro to change my shit. I use a macro to combine my shit. I use a macro to take his shit. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so macro to combine, macro to change, and then you could just set auto fly on, and you can continuously fly around the map without any problems. And there you have it. You have extremely fast flying character with easily combined Eternals, easily combined or easily swapping professions, and you just keep swapping between it. This also works for any other expansion where you replace the thing that you're farming. So you farm the good herbs or the bad herbs. You just fly around every other expansion. Here you can see this footage of Wrath of the Lich King, but this also works for um, Cataclysm, Burning Crusade, Classic, and whatnot. Like, this is the coup de grace. This is how you make money. You get the fastest moving mount that you can possibly get. You get the best combination of 2 professions, which is mining and herbalism. And you just keep looking for as much nodes as you can, especially the most valuable ones, because if you're farming trash nodes and people are getting all the good ones, you're never going to make any good money. But if you're farming all the good ones and you have both professions, you have the ability and luxury to wait for a good node, because why? You find 1 titanium node every 2 minutes, and you find 2 Lich Bloom every 2 minutes. That's totally fine. Why? Because you're finding 1 Lich Bloom every 45 seconds, 1 titanium node every minute and a half, 2 minutes, and you're finding that second Lich Bloom, so you're going titanium node, Lich Bloom, titanium, Lich Bloom, titanium, Lich Bloom, and you're constantly hitting all the good shit. But if you only have one profession or the other, you don't have the luxury. You have to farm the Serenites to get rid of them off of the map. So that's why I recommend both professions. At this point, I only have 5 minutes left in the video. There's raw gameplay. I don't know what I should do with it, but I think I should just cover like what I plan on doing with the YouTube channel so you guys can be informed and how I'm gonna upload and everything. So at this point, I'm gonna be uploading weekly, I hope. I'm gonna try my absolute fucking best to upload every single week. I'm going to upload probably like on Fridays every week, a brand new video. Even if I have like 6 videos lined up, I'm going to upload only one video every week just to keep consistent schedule and to make it where if I am lazy and take forever, I'm not like abandoning you guys and leaving you guys out like wondering what the hell's going on with my channel. Did I die or something? So I'll be uploading every week and letting you guys know that I'm alive and shit, and making interesting videos for you guys that you guys can use to further progress your characters and whatnot. Many of the old videos I have are very good videos for information, but they're terrible videos in terms of cutting the video out of trash things that I should be doing. They so like I don't use any edits. I don't cut out raw footage that doesn't need to be used. I don't uh, I don't do voiceovers. I don't do anything. I don't have a script at the beginning of the video like I had for this video. I start rambling and whatnot, and it's terrible. So I mean, you can get a lot of good information out of my older videos, but you'll have to really watch them, and you gotta like enjoy hearing me speak and shit. So yeah. Uh, you can look over those old videos and see what you guys like and what you think I should make a new video of to replace them, because I tried to cover a lot of shit, and I know for a fact that it did work because people have watched them, but there's a lot of complaints about like long video times, like 60-minute long videos and whatnot. Like, it's just unacceptable. This video is already like 19 minutes long, and I'm 17 minutes in, and it's like I'm done talking at this point. So yeah, I'm planning on bringing back old videos by fixing them up, editing them, and not using the old footage, but bringing in new videos for specific purposes that I already covered in the past. Like Ruby Sanctum, I'm planning on covering. Ooh, that's dirty. Damn. So do I get it? I think I get it. I'm not quite sure. I'm sorry. This is quite interesting. I think I'd die here. Yeah, I'd probably die here. Yeah. Or maybe he lets me have it. That was an interesting fight. I barely even remember this situation, but yeah, so I'll be covering the old stuff that I did cover, but I'll be doing it in a much more effective and good way. I will be seeing what the viewers want, what you guys want to see. If you're interested in learning how to do this or this or this, or what you need to do here, 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 or if you just want to see me kill the Lich King and shit, I'll be doing that as well. I'll have videos covering the Lich King kills. I'll have videos covering how to play specific classes and specs and whatnot. I'll have builds and guides on what you need to do and whatnot. But yeah. So yeah, there we go. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be uploading every week, making new videos, covering old content, covering new content, making new ideas. I was thinking about making like politics videos and shit on the side, maybe making a new video YouTube channel or something for that. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate all the love and support that I've gotten so far. Thank you all to the Lordaeron and Ice Crown community. Um, yeah, if you could just drop a like, sub, whatever. I mean, I don't care. If you enjoy the channel, uh, continue supporting me. But if you don't enjoy the channel, if something's bothering you or it's off, then just post a comment. Let me know what I can improve, and let's fix it all up. Thanks, and as always, have a great day. Don't forget to smile. Bye.